Hi, this is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Center's Focus on Rock. In a small complex of bungalows in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Echo Park in the early 70s, three future rock and roll Hall of Famers lived side by side. Linda Ronstadt at the time was living with J.D. Souther, who lived next door to Glenn Frey, who lived above Jackson Browne. Jackson's basement apartment was only $35 a month. As Linda says in her autobiography, Jackson was younger but was a little smarter, a little further evolved in his thinking, a little more refined in his writing practice. He was 16 when I met him, but he already had written the song These Days. Living above Jackson proved to be fruitful to Glenn Frey. He credits listening to Jackson pound away on the piano, perfecting the same verse over and over, and he realised, so that's how you do it. Elbow grease, time, thought, persistence. One of the first songs Glenn wrote was helping Jackson finish Take It Easy. And he did help because, according to Jackson Browne, he didn't even know what a flatbed Ford was. So Glenn added a bit of Midwestern grit to Jackson's California call. One night at the Troubadour for Hoot Night, Linda went scouting for musicians to back her up. Linda was impressed by the drummer on stage. She recalls, they were playing my arrangement of Silver Threads and Golden Needles, and they were playing it really well. His unfussy bluegrass style won her over, and his name was Don Henley. With the drummer set, Linda asked Glenn Frey if he could also join her for the next few shows she'd booked in Washington, D.C. They were at the Cellar Door. On the road, rooms had to be shared, and future Eagle bandmates Glenn and Don shared a room. A friendship was struck, a new band was planned by the two, and they got writing and rehearsing. Linda and J.D. offered to let them and two other bandmates, Randy Meisner and Bernie Leadon, rehearse in their living room while they were at the movies. When Linda came back, just a few hours later, they sounded fantastic. She said they'd worked out a 4-part harmony arrangement of a song Bernie and Don wrote, with only acoustic guitars and 4 really powerful voices. The sound was huge and rich. The song was Witchy Woman, and Linda knew it was a hit. The musical inspiration and collaboration between Linda Ronstadt, Glenn Frey and Jackson Browne was the spark that lit the fuse to what would become the Southern California rock sound of the 70s. This is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Center's Focus on Rock. You can shop for the greatest selection of music gear on earth in store or at guitarcenter.com.